Okay, so this should be the last video right now. I'm back into sending about 10 trips per second. The duration of the trips are very short. I believe they're around 25 millisecond. Yeah, 24 milliseconds, that's what we see here. And right now I'm using a hitless switching, so using both fibers, and the counters have been reset, and it might be a little fast here, but they shouldn't be losing any trips. I've also put the mirrored bits that shown right up here on the same service. So let me reset the counters there. So what I'm gonna do now is perform a 10 fiber breaks or so. Oops, let me go on the persistent display here. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna go to display, make the display persistent. All right, so the display is persistent. So if we have a delayed trip, you know, where we saw earlier that it was delayed and came back later than what was because of the fiber cut, we should be able to capture that here. We should be able to capture any lost transfer trips. In this case, we should be able to capture if we lose anything on the mirrored bits while we're doing the fiber cuts. And same thing on the T1 there, that's running also hitless. So I'm pulling sort of the A fiber. I'm going to pull the B fiber. And as you can see here, as I'm pulling fiber back and forth, the error counter goes down to 0. So I'm pulling, that's the third. Let's do like a 10 or so. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So out of 10 before, we could see a few delayed trips, and even we saw one missing. We've done this 10 times. As you can see here, there's been absolutely no loss whatsoever. Same thing there, we're not losing anything. Let's see, let's slow this down and see if the counters have, well, before I slow it down, let's look at the persistent path. There's absolutely no shadow whatsoever. It looks like all the trips were sent. No missing, no delayed trips or anything like that. We didn't experience any alarms. And if I slow the counter down, you see a match 100%. 1923, 1923. So just to show you that this is real. All right, what I'm gonna do now is, let me clear this. Let's get back to persistent. And if I pull the left fiber, you see nothing happens. I pull the right fiber, nothing happens. Of course, let's see if really it was going over these two, or there's a trick onto this or not. I pull both and bang. As you can see now, the signal here is completely lost. The errors are showing up on the T1 for the first time in the last 5 days and 19 hours. The trips are still being sent as witnessed by the left counter, and nothing is received on the right. And of course, what we see down here is a persistent trace that's down there. That means that these trips are not being received. So let's plug the fiber back in and let's see if things come back. And there we go. Now everything is back on track, and that should complete our test for the DTT testing over XTran. Thank you very much for watching.